my child, before you listen to another voice, before fear speaks louder, before doubt convinces you that you are alone. Listen to me. I know the nights when tears soaked your pillow. I know the prayers you whispered when your voice was too broken to speak aloud. I know the moments you looked around and felt abandoned, forgotten, unseen. And I know the lie that kept returning to your mind again and again. Jesus has left me. But today I speak directly to your heart. I am not silent. I am not distant. And I have never, not even for 1 second, left you. This message is not by accident. You did not click this video randomly. I called you here because your heart is tired. Your faith is trembling and your soul needs truth. So be still, let the noise fade, and listen carefully, because I have something to remind you of today. I was with you in the dark, my beloved child. I saw you when you felt the most alone. I was there in the room where no one checked on you. I was there when your phone stayed silent. I was there when you felt replaced, overlooked, forgotten, even when you said, "Lord, where are you?" I was closer than your breath. You thought my silence meant my absence, but silence does not mean abandonment. It means I was working where you could not see. When your strength failed, I carried you. When your faith weakened, I remained faithful. When you cried yourself to sleep, I wiped every tear you could not explain. You may not remember how you survived some days, but I remember, because it was my hand holding you together when you were falling apart. I never left when others walked away. I never turned my back when you made mistakes. I never withdrew my love when you doubted me, even in your anger, even in your confusion, even when you stopped praying. I stayed. I watched over you in the chaos. I shielded you from dangers you never knew existed. I closed doors that would have destroyed you, even when you begged me to open them. You thought I was delaying you, but I was protecting you. You thought I was distant, but I was preparing you. My child, you were never abandoned. You were being refined. When you felt weak, I was strong for you. There were moments you felt like giving up. Moments when your heart whispered, "I can't do this anymore." Moments when you smiled for others but were breaking inside. I heard every silent cry. I counted every tear. Not one of them was wasted. When you had no words to pray, I understood the language of your pain. When your faith felt small, I covered it with my strength. You thought you were walking alone through the storm, but it was my footprints carrying you through it. I was there when people misunderstood you. I was there when you questioned your worth. I was there when you felt like you were failing at life. And I say this to you now with unwavering truth. You are still mine. You have not gone too far. You are not forgotten. You are not behind, and you are not alone. I never left you for 1 second, not in your weakness, not in your waiting, not in your wilderness. Even now, as you listen to this message, my presence surrounds you. My peace is reaching for you. My love is holding you. Trust me, my child. What you are walking through will not break you. It will build you. And what I am about to do in your life will remind you why you had to hold on. I saw what broke you, my child. I saw the moment your heart cracked. I saw the betrayal you never expected. I saw the words spoken over you that cut deeper than knives. I saw the promises made to you and then shattered without apology. You wondered how people could walk away so easily while you were left picking up pieces. You wondered why love hurt so much. You wondered why trusting again felt impossible. But I was there. I stood beside you when you were blamed for things you did not do. I stood beside you when you were misunderstood and judged. I stood beside you when you were tired of explaining yourself. You thought your pain meant you were weak, but I tell you now, your pain was proof that you loved deeply. I allowed your heart to feel because I am shaping you into someone who reflects mine. I allowed the breaking because I am preparing you for a greater healing. You did not lose your worth when they left. You did not become less when they chose differently. You did not fail because something ended. I was removing what could not go where I am taking you. Even when your heart questioned me, even when you said, "Lord, this hurts too much," I held you closer than ever. I never left you when your world fell apart. I was rebuilding you from the inside where no one else could reach. I was working when you saw nothing. There were seasons when nothing made sense. You prayed, and nothing changed. You waited, and nothing moved. You believed, yet doors stayed closed. And you asked me, why am I standing still while others move forward? You asked me, why does obedience feel so lonely? You asked me, why am I trying so hard and seeing so little? My child, I hear every question, but what you called delay, I call divine timing. What you called silence, I call preparation. What you called emptiness, I call soil. Roots grow deepest where eyes cannot see. While you were waiting, I was strengthening you. While you were confused, I was aligning things in your favor. While you felt forgotten, I was writing a story that would one day amaze you. I was teaching you patience so blessings would not destroy you. I was teaching you discernment so you would not settle again. I was teaching you trust so fear would lose its grip on you. You were not being punished. You were being positioned. And even on days when you felt like giving up, I stayed. I watched. I worked. I never left you for 1 second. Not even when nothing seemed to be happening. I am still holding you. Look at me, my child. You are still standing. You are still breathing. You are still here. That is not an accident. If you knew how many times I protected you without you realizing it. If you knew how many tears I caught before they fell. If you knew how many battles I fought for you in places you never saw. You would understand. You were never alone. Even now when you feel unsure about tomorrow. Even now when your heart feels heavy. Even now when answers seem far away. I am holding you. I have not changed my mind about you. I have not forgotten my promises. I have not turned away from your future. What feels fragile right now will become strong. What feels empty will be filled. What feels delayed will arrive at the perfect moment. Trust me just a little longer. Hold on just a little tighter. Do not let go of your faith in the storm, because I never left you. Not in the past, not in the pain, not even now, and I am not going anywhere. I knew you before you broke, my beloved child. Before the pain touched you, I knew you. Before the mistakes shaped your memories, I chose you. Before the world told you who you were, I named you mine. You think your past disqualifies you. You think your failures define you, but I see beyond every scar. I was there before the disappointment. I was there before the loss. I was there before fear learned your name. Nothing about your story surprises me. Nothing about your weakness scares me. Nothing about your questions pushes me away. I do not love you because you are strong. I love you because you are mine. Even when you ran, I waited. Even when you doubted, I believed in you. Even when you felt unworthy, I called you worthy. You were never an afterthought. You were never a mistake. You were never too broken for my hands. I formed you with purpose, and I am not finished with you yet. I turned your pain into purpose. You asked me why the road was so hard. You asked me why you had to suffer while others seemed untouched. You asked me why healing took so long. My child, hear me clearly. I never waste pain. Every tear trained your compassion. Every rejection strengthened your discernment. Every lonely season taught you how to hear my voice. What wounded you did not destroy you. It prepared you. One day you will speak hope into someone else's darkness. One day your testimony will pull others back from the edge. One day the pain you survived will become the reason someone else survives. I allowed you to feel deeply because you will love deeply. I allowed you to be broken because you will help heal others. I allowed the fire because gold is refined in flames. You are not behind, you are being shaped. And even when you could not see meaning in the pain, I was already turning it into purpose. I never left you while you were becoming who I called you to be. I am closer than you think. Right now you may feel unsure. Your heart may still carry questions. Your future may still look unclear. But listen to me. I am closer than your fear. I am stronger than your doubts. I am present in every step you take. You do not need to have it all together for me to stay. You do not need perfect faith for me to move. You do not need to understand everything for me to lead you. Just stay with me. When you wake up tired, I am there. When you lie awake at night, I am there. When you whisper my name in weakness, I am there. You are surrounded by my presence even now. My peace is reaching your heart. My love is holding your life together. You have never walked alone. You are not walking alone now, and you never will. I never left you, not even for 1 second. I was guiding you even when you did not see. My child, you thought you were walking without direction. You thought every wrong turn meant failure. You thought confusion meant you had lost me, but I was guiding you the entire time. Even when you chose paths that did not make sense, I redirected your steps. Even when you walked into storms, I walked with you through them. What you call mistakes, I used as lessons. What you call delays, I used as protection. What you call confusion, I used to draw you closer to me. I was teaching you to listen, not rush. I was teaching you to trust, not panic. I was teaching you to depend on me, not your own strength. You did not miss your destiny. You did not ruin your future. You did not walk too far away. I was always one step ahead, clearing the way, holding the door, shielding your heart. Even when you felt lost, you were still in my hands. I saw the battles you never spoke about. There were wars inside you that no one noticed. Smiles you wore to hide exhaustion. Strength you pretended to have when you felt empty. I saw it all. I saw the anxiety you tried to control. I saw the thoughts that kept you awake at night. I saw the moments when you questioned your value. You never had to hide from me. When you felt overwhelmed, I was your peace. When you felt afraid, I was your shield. When you felt weak, I was your strength. I fought for you when you did not know how to fight anymore. I defended you when you were too tired to stand. I gave you rest when your soul was exhausted. You survived battles that should have destroyed you. You endured storms that should have broken you. That was not luck. That was me. I never left you in the middle of the fight. I stood between you and what tried to harm you. I am still keeping my promises. You wonder if my promises still apply to you. You wonder if time has canceled them. You wonder if you waited too long. My child, hear me clearly. My promises do not expire. My word does not return empty. My plans for you have not changed. What I spoke over your life still stands. What I planted in your heart will still grow. What I promised will still come to pass. Delay does not mean denial. Waiting does not mean forgetting. Silence does not mean absence. I am aligning everything for the right moment. I'm preparing you to receive what you once prayed for. I am shaping your heart so the blessing will not break you. Hold on. Stay faithful. Do not lose hope, because I never left you. I am still with you, and I am still working. I am here, and I will never leave. My precious child, look at me now, after everything you have been through. After every tear you cried in silence, after every prayer you thought went unanswered, you are still here. That alone is proof of my presence. I did not bring you this far to leave you now. I did not carry you through the storm to abandon you at the shore. I did not heal parts of your heart just to walk away. I am not seasonal. I am not temporary. I am not like people who promise and disappear. I am the same yesterday, today, and forever. When your heart trembles, I am steady. When your strength fades, I remain strong. When the world feels uncertain, I am unchanging. I know you still have questions. I know you still have moments of fear, but do not let fear convince you that I am absent. I am closer now than you realize. I am in your breath. I am in your heartbeat. I am in every step you take forward, even when it feels small. You are not forgotten. You are not overlooked. You are not alone in this season. I am walking with you into what comes next. Rest in my promise. So rest, my child. Rest your mind from worry. Rest your heart from fear. Rest your soul from carrying what was never yours to hold. Give me your burdens. Give me your unanswered questions. Give me the parts of your heart that still ache. I will carry them for you. Trust me when the path is unclear. Trust me when waiting feels heavy. Trust me when you cannot see the full picture. I see it all. What you lost will not define you. What hurt you will not defeat you. What delayed you will not deny you. I am turning everything for your good. I am opening doors at the right time. I am preparing blessings you are not yet ready to imagine. And remember this truth whenever doubt returns. I never left you. Not in the silence. Not in the pain. Not in the waiting. Not even for 1 second. I am here. I am with you. And I will never let you go.